Welcome to Buildawebs, and in today's video I'll be showing you how you can add a call button into your WordPress website. You can do this by using plugins, which I'll show you four my favourite ones that I use when adding call buttons. If you want to follow along with this video step by step, go to the timestamp in the description that says import demo website. And then once imported, go back to the start of the video and follow it through. Let's get started. So first of all, go to your WordPress dashboard. You can do that by going to your site name /WP admin, and then go to plugins and then click add new. And up in the search in the top right, search for Premiere, and they provide two different plugins which are helpful to add call buttons. We're going to cover this one first, so you should see that it says all-in-one floating contact. So click install now. It's the one with 20,000 installations. Then choose activate and click skip. It then shows an element that's already been created, so you can choose edit. And then just close the X down there. And the plus of using this plugin is it allows you to add a contact form. So as you can see in this live preview section over here, you have the contact form there, which you can then click on, and it'll bring up this information here. So we're just going to make sure that the name's required, the message, and we're not going to do any more on this because this is for a call button. And then on this option here, you can choose which icons and which options you want. Currently it's got WhatsApp and Facebook Messenger, but you could untick both of them and you could add call and you could add WhatsApp. And if you want to change the order around, you can just drag it like that. So we'll put phone at the top and then just click next. So you can also click it at the bottom there if you're further down. So it's reminding us that we haven't put a number in. So let's put a number in. And then choose next. And then you can choose where you want it to display. So you could put it on the right, you could put it on the bottom, put it on the left. So this is all on desktop. So I quite like it on the left. And then if we switch over to mobile, you can do the same there. So you can choose it on the right, you can choose it on the bottom. I quite like it to show on the bottom. And then there's an option where it says open tabs when hover click. We'll leave it on hover, and then you can make customizations to the fonts and different things like that. That's enough for now, so click save and then choose next, and that's just done. So all we need to do now is, if you've got a cache plugin, just make sure that it's refreshed, and then let's view it. So if you go to your page, you can see it's on the left hand side there, and if you had to hover over the contact form part of it, you can then see that you can fill out a form that will then send into the website. So say somebody wants to get in touch, they can use that. You can hover over the phone and click on that, and they can also use the WhatsApp feature. So it works best on mobile phones, and you can view it on a mobile phone by right clicking, and this is the same on whether it's Mac or Windows, whatever computer you're using. Right click and choose inspect, and then you can toggle between mobile phone and desktop. So that's how it looks on the desktop, and you can click on that button, and then you can maximize it again, minimize it, maximize it, and that's how it would look on a mobile phone. If you want to close this down, just click X. So that's that one covered. So that's my sticky element, and it's made by the developer Premiere, and it's really good. I think it's really slick, and I quite like the option where you've got a contact form. It saves having to pick the phone up, and you can reply to it in your own time. I'd say the only disadvantage to this one really is the fact that you can only add 2 channels in. So when we were back in it and we were on here and it showed the message, you can only add 2 in. So if you wanted to add more, you can upgrade. I'll put a link in the description. So let's cover the next one. So if we go back into plugins, and we deactivate this one, delete it. Let's search for Premiere again. And this time we're going to install this one. This one's called Chaty. So if you wanted to search in the top right, you could have searched for Chaty as well. So again, you can choose which icons you want to show. So you could show Messenger, but again on this one you can only show 2 channels, so you'd have to remove, let's say, WhatsApp to then add Facebook Messenger in. But we'll leave it as WhatsApp. On this one as well, you can add in a contact form, choose what you want to display. But you can then only show 2 options. So whereas on the previous plugin that I showed, you had the option to show WhatsApp, the call button, and then the contact form, on this you only have that option. So we'll leave it as WhatsApp for now. Just put your phone number in. And on both of these, you can choose whether you want to see it on desktop or mobile. Desktop or mobile. I'm going to leave both of them ticked, but you can change it however you want. You can also tick to see the WhatsApp chat plugin. So we'll put that on, and you can change the message in there. And then you can change how it looks below. I'm going to change the colour from purple to black. Choose OK. And then you can change what the message says, all sorts of different things. One thing that I quite like about this plugin is this option where you can say show call to action. So show the call button until first click at all time. So you can choose what you want there. There's different effects that you can choose. You can choose whether you want to show it vertically or horizontally. It's up to you, whatever you want to show. And you can show the default state. So click to open, hover to open. And so on this preview here, you can see what it would look like, just like on the previous plugin. And then there's different options that you can do, but I won't go through them in this video. And choose save changes. And then if you've got a cache plugin, just make sure the cache is cleared. And then go and view it on the website. So here it is in the bottom right. You can see there. And then you've got the option to hide it. And again, you can go back in and change things on screen. So if you go back into Chaty here and choose edit, you can then change things round. So if you wanted it to display on the left, choose save, go back to the website, it'll appear on the left over there. If you go back in, edit again, you can change all sorts of things round. So you could change that to all the time. You could show if there's any pending messages. So if you click save now, we'll just see what the changes look like. If you refresh the page, it'll show there's a little message there, and once you clicked on it, it disappears. Let's go back in. You could also show it vertically. So if we go down here, horizontally. So currently it's showing as vertical, but if we change that and save, click on here, it then goes across, so however you want to see it. And then if we want to go and view it on mobile again, right click, it's the same on Windows, choose inspect. And then you've got the option. So if you're not seeing it on Windows, choose this, and then you can click on it and it'll show the different options, and then click phone, click on WhatsApp, and it'll open the window and you can start messaging. Close that down. So that's that. That's the second plugin covered, which is called Chaty. I think it's quite slick. And I think the preview option's really good, like it was in the first plugin that I showed. One of the downsides I thought was the positioning. So you have to upgrade. So if we go back in, you have to upgrade to be able to show it. Like if there's a custom position you want to show it, so you've only got the option left and right, but say for example you wanted to do a bit more, I think the first plugin offers a bit more. But overall, I think it's a very good plugin to show the call button, as you've seen there. So let's cover the next option now. So we'll just close this down and let's go back into the plugins. Deactivate this, click deactivate, skip and deactivate, delete it. The next plugin we'll show is WP call button. So if you click on add new and search for WP call button, there's this first one here. Click install now. Choose activate, and then click on the settings in the plugins, choose where you are, put the phone number in, make sure this box is ticked so it shows it, and then again you can change different things around here. So we'll open a new tab, the website. So let's show it as it is now. Make sure actually that this box is unticked so we can view it on desktop. And it'll always show on desktop. So this is how it currently looks, but once we refresh, you'll see the call buttons there, which then people can use to call. You can also view it on mobile by using the inspect option, and there it is. So if we close that one down, a big plus of this plugin is it's very simple to configure, which I just showed there. The downside to this plugin is there's no option to hide it, so it just always shows there, which isn't always a bad thing. And another thing is, like the previous plugins that I've shown, there's not an option to message on WhatsApp or on Facebook Messenger or whatever you want to do. And another thing is there's not really much room for customization, but I think if you just want a call button, it's great. But there is customized options. For example, you could show full width. And then when we refresh the page, you got the option call us there, which I think looks quite good. So overall, it's a good plugin, but I do prefer the first two that I showed just because of the extra options, but it's definitely got potential. Where this one really is helpful, you can show it on different parts of your website. So you could show it in the sidebar, or you could show it, for example, on a page at a particular point. They've got the static call button there. Next up, I'll show you the Call Now button. So if we go back to plugins, we deactivate this one and delete it, and click Add New. Search for Call Now button. There's just this one here. Choose Install. Choose Activate. And let's click on My button when you're in the plugins. Choose to enable it and put a phone number in. Put a button text in, save the changes, and then you can choose where you want to display it. So I've just got the right corner at the minute. And you can choose the button color. I'm going to put it black, and then just save the changes. If you've got a cache plugin, just make sure the cache is cleared, and then go and view it on the site. So this one you can only view on mobile, which is helpful for most cases because most people are phoning off mobile, but it is a bit of a limitation to it. The plus side is it's very simple to configure. So again, if you right click on the page and you choose Inspect, you can then see what it looks like on mobile. So you just have the option of a call button there. So compared to the first two plugins that I showed, the Chaty plugin, the My Sticky Element plugin by Premiere, it is a very, very simple one compared to that because you can't message on Messenger or WhatsApp, or there's no option to put a contact form. So even though it has the option to call, it's not my favourite. So to conclude this video, my favourite option is the My Sticky Element by Premiere. Reason for it, I think it's very slick, and I like the fact that even on the free version that you can add a contact form in, WhatsApp, and a call button, which can all then be used to get in touch with the website owner. To follow along with this video step by step, make sure you're in your WordPress dashboard, which is your site name /WP admin, and then go to Appearance by hovering over it and clicking Themes. Then click Add New, and then if the Cadence theme isn't available there, you can search for it, hover over it and click Install. And then choose Activate, and then click Install Cadence Starter Templates, and then scroll down until you find this one here. Click on it and then import the full site. Choose Skip Start Importing, and then it installs. It takes roughly a minute or two to install. And now it's installed, you can click Finish View Your Site. And then you can use this website to follow along with the video step by step. So go back to the start of the video and follow it through. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like. If you haven't already, please subscribe for future videos. I'm Jonathan from Buildawebs, and thank you for watching the video.